Do you remember the first music you ever heard? Believe it or not, I do. My mother bought this record the year before I was born, and my young life was filled with these songs by the group War. War was one of the most unique groups in all of music. Is it funk? Is it soul? Is it Latin? Is it a jam band? Yes, to all of the above. A genre-defying group. War's sound touched everything from rock to reggae and reflected the diverse influences of Southern California. And those bass lines defined some of their biggest and most enduring music. So let's decide, which one is the greatest? Our first contender comes from 1971's All Day Music album, and it's been covered no less than 13 times. Slippin Into Darkness. Now that's an iconic groove that has all the elements. Lock with the bass drum, syncopation, space. Not to mention that nasty double time in the B section. I talk to my brother. Oh. War had this collective sound that featured multiple vocalists playing over mostly one chord with one amazing vibe. You can hear this exact sound on some of their other tunes, like Me and Baby Brother. Contender number 2 comes from the 1973 Billboard Album of the Year. Cisco Kid was a friend of mine. This one has funk all over its DNA and really shines in the transitions. At the end of each 2-bar phrase, the bass is going off and playing different variations. I think part of the secret sauce to this groove is to not hear it where it lays, but to hear it in halftime. It opens up a completely different feel and actually lays back a little more. Man, I can't think of any other group that sounded like this. Before we go any further, let's give it up for the bass player behind all of these amazing lines, the late great Morris B.B. Dickerson. He was one of the guiding forces of War who helped shape the band's sound, and he did it mostly on Fender jazz basses. He was also a fantastic singer, as you can hear on his lead vocal on The World is a Ghetto. Wonder when I'll find paradise. Contender number 3 was one of the band's biggest songs on what would be their biggest record. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Way ahead of its time, Friends has elements of proto-rap, crowd singing, and that bass line is straight up reggae. It's a simple form played with heart and groove, and probably the most hilarious music video ever. Oh, and in case you're wondering, they sing the title 44 times. Our last contender was a #1 soul single in 1975, and arguably one of the most recognizable bass lines ever. All my friends, yellow rider. It's another collectively composed song by the group, with each part becoming its own hook, including that bass line. what a special bass line. When we isolate the bass and the drums, you can really hear B.B. Dickerson laying back on Harold Brown's drum beat. Also, music theory note, the bass is playing all kind of sounds on G minor pentatonic with a B flat, and the harmonica and the saxophone come in screaming on this B natural. It sounds amazing. So which bass line comes out on top? After a lot of deliberation, it's gotta be 1975's Heartbeat? It's not the flashiest line, nor is it the most popular, but as far as first bass line somebody learns to play on the instrument, this one is way up there with a lot of you, which is good enough for me. I would love to know what your favorite War bass line is. Let me know in the comments. In 1974, B.B. Dickerson was asked by Rolling Stone magazine what made War's music so different. He settled on one word: rhythm. Our rhythm is different. A rhythm for the times that somehow keeps moving us today. So do yourself a favor and check them out. And Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, what's up?